What's up, YouTube? It's Young Men's Daily Red Pill. Back for the upload. I appreciate you guys clicking on today's video, liking my video, sharing my content, commenting, just growing this brotherhood up. So if you want to join the brotherhood, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications. Let's dive into this video. It's going to be a great topic. So today's video, we're going to be talking about why she thinks the beta provider is the catch. Yeah, the majority of women actually think in their minds that the beta provider is the catch, okay? Now, this idea was actually inspired because I got up this morning and I logged onto YouTube, went to my homepage, went to my browser, and the first video that popped up was from Red Pill Men's Health. And he has a great channel over there, shout out Gregory. I saw some of his comments and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. We actually had this woman that said, basically the beta provider is the actual catch, and she said basically she's gonna go her whole life looking for that one beta provider, which eventually all women will find that beta provider guy. Most of us on this channel, we were once beta provider guys. I remember, like I talked about in my previous video, countless times where I pick up my girlfriend from work, my ex, and I was providing for her, providing shelter, providing food, providing a car. She didn't have a vehicle. Providing all these things for her in return for, the occasional sex and just having a woman next to me. And the problem with that is the beta provider, while females will think, oh, the beta provider does this, the beta provider does that, and he's providing for the family, and his resources are being used, and he's a real good family man, and he's someone that I want to run my household, and ooh, that turns me on. Oh, he's so sexy, the way he provides and just shovels out money for me. Oh my God, that just gets me so wet. Nah, no, trust me. You know what? The beta provider does not get her wet at all. In fact, this man will only be given sex when he provides some sort of something financially for it to benefit the woman. That's the honest to God's truth. He will only be rewarded with sex when he provides financially. So if he's not providing financially, hey, the sex is completely out of the picture. In fact, I would go as far as to say that she only gives this man sex when he's able to provide a certain lifestyle that she enjoys. But at the same time, if he loses this lifestyle and the resources that he's built up and that the job that he has, especially during this time right now with all the jobs that are leaving the market just because of this virus, the beta provider guy is sitting on a hot seat. Like, he's probably not getting any more sex. Even the occasional sex is dying down because he's lost his job. He's running out of things to provide for the family. And it's just like, women can't understand, though, for the most part, that this guy, while he might be providing a certain lifestyle for you and a certain way of living, and so it might turn you on in that moment, like, oh, like, I want to travel and I want to eat expensive dinners and go to these restaurants and explore all these different places with you and just travel the world, and we can just have it all and we can have a beautiful family. Yes, they think that is what's going to keep them around, but in reality, that's not going to keep her around. What's going to keep her around is a masculine man that stands his ground and doesn't fold, okay? That's what's going to keep a good woman around. Now, the average woman is not willing to be submissive. We know this. The average woman will not lie on her back. As Coach Greg Adams would say, the average woman would rather be with a beta provider guy in her mind, even though she's wired to be with an alpha male, a man that has means, a man that doesn't overvalue punani over himself, a man that takes things in control over him. He has a control over his life. She doesn't really necessarily like that guy because the problem with that guy is he's so independent that she can't control this man. And him being independent allows her to not be able to manipulate him because he has his own thing going for him. He doesn't really need her. So she has to submit to him. You know, that's a traditional role of conservative women, to submit to a man. And that's what's lacking in society today, and that's one of the main issues that we see. I can see this as a young guy myself. It's very hard to find a submissive woman. Now, I've managed to find a few, but it's taken me 22 years to find just a few. And they're not always even that submissive. Like, it took me a while to get to that point. But when a woman goes on the internet and says, the beta provider is the real catch, the problem I have with this is the beta provider is definitely not the real catch, number one, because you get with this guy, and yes, he might be providing a certain lifestyle for you. He might be able to do certain things for you that the alpha guy doesn't is not able to provide yet, because he's still working on his startup business. But at the end of the day, the beta provider doesn't get you wet. He doesn't turn you on. And as soon as his finances run out, as soon as the lifestyle that he was able to provide you runs out, and in general, you're just gonna get bored with him. A lot of the red pill content that you see, ladies that are watching right now, a lot of the red pill content you see, we were once beta provider guys, okay? And you see what that lifestyle led to. We have channels like myself, channels like all the other red pill channels. We were all once beta provider guys because that's what we were taught, okay? That's what society told us was acceptable. You're supposed to work hard. You're supposed to go to college. You're supposed to put out and spend all your time building up yourself in order to raise a family with a woman, all right? But looking back at the big picture and the big, looking now back with the red pill lens, you kind of thinking to yourself, you're like, that lifestyle is not going to be a very fruitful lifestyle. Like, I would have been stuck mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. I was destroyed. And for what? The occasional sex, for what? Just to sleep with a pulse next to me in bed and just say that I had a girlfriend in order to like keep my family off my ass about having a girlfriend. Yeah, so listen, if you're feeling pressured ever to be a beta provider, if you hear women say, oh, they like the beta provider, they don't like the beta provider. Basically, the point of this video that I'm trying to tell you guys is women don't really think, and we already knew this, but they don't think about how the beta provider guy, while it sounds all nice and dandy and that sounds like a wonderful thing to have, and just she's telling men that the beta provider is a real catch, she'll leave regardless. The beta provider guy gets really boring really quickly, super basic. He's just a walking wallet, just like many of us are. I mean, in the eyes of women. But the beta provider even more so, because he's beta and he's shelling out just tons of cash, man. He's just like, oh, I got this. Constantly just swiping that credit card just for a little bit of validation, a little bit of just a look, just sleeping literally next to a pulse in bed. That's what he wants, all right? So I just wanted to put this video out here because I don't want any guys on this channel or anyone that comes across this video falling into that trap of, oh, the beta provider is the real catch. No. Listen, you get your money and you keep your money to yourself. You don't share that money. That is your money. You worked hard for that. Whether you exchange time for it, whether you invested in the stock market and you invested your own money, that is your money. You earn that money. You keep that money. You do not share that money with other people. Okay? Especially women. You don't share that money. The only guy you should be a provider for is yourself. Invest back into yourself, man. Start a business. Use that money to benefit yourself as a man, okay? And don't get pressured into the society telling you you have to have a family, you have to have children, you have to have a wife, you have to have a white picket fence with a dog and two cats, I don't know. All that kind of stuff. You don't need that. Listen, you can get your own place. You could have a dog. You could have, that's more loyal than a chick. You could have a nice convertible car. You can have a R8. You can literally just have it all, man. You can have a couple toys you're working on, a couple projects in the garage. You don't need a woman in order to satisfy you. And I don't want to see this anymore. So that's why I want to put this video out for you guys, because I feel like a lot of people have misconceptions on the internet. And someone might come across that comment because some of you guys are new to the red pill and might think, oh, the beta provider guy is the catch. She's saying that he's the catch. No. We were all beta providers at one point. That don't work. Trust me, that don't work. You can ask anyone in my channel, any other red pill channel. The beta provider does not work. It might get you in a relationship, but she's cheating always behind your back. All right, and you're never getting sex. Like it's when whenever you perform, you get sex. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, that was my video for today. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed my videos. If you want more content, be sure to check out my other videos. Hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any more uploads. Have a good one, guys. Stay blessed. Love you.